Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is our continuing update. We haven't done one in a long time on the original Dungeons and Dragons rules. We had done some work, a couple episodes where we played through Chainmail, the original rules for medieval miniatures by Gary Gygax and Jeff Perrin. We had played through some of this, and I think we just tried to see how how a lot of games are kind of stripped down. We do a lot of A Song of Ice and Fire gameplay, but I could see already just playing Chainmail how a lot of these games, Warhammer, Song of Ice and Fire, they kind of all go back to this. And then we did a couple episodes of just a test campaign where we kind of went through the original OD&D rules with Men in Magic Volume 1, Monsters and Treasure Volume 2, and Underworld Wilderness Adventures. I thought we'd branch into some other aspects of the game. We did play in those episodes a little bit from Greyhawk and Blackmoor, which were supplements to the original rules. So there's OD&D 3 volumes, and then they made the supplement 1, which was the Greyhawk rules, which we had played through a bit, and it adds some classes and some extra rules here. And then we went into the Blackmoor. I think the Dave Arneson Blackmoor, there's some kind of omnibus edition or some kind of massive edition out there now. And obviously this kept continuing to Eldritch Wizardry, which was additional monsters and rules and spells, and then also gods, demigods, and heroes. And I think out of the gods, demigods, and heroes kind of supplementary material, this is when we started getting into some of these fan ones. The classic one is this Jeffrey McKinney Supplement 5 called Carcosa, which was kind of building in the world of Lost Carcosa, Lovecraftian King in Yellow, Lost Carcosa type of stuff. If you look at the game map, they have mapped out a lot of the weird space of Lost Carcosa. There's lots of places where you can interact with a Lovecraftian domain. We do a lot of gameplay here with Lovecraft. We've been playing Cthulhu, Death May Die, Eldritch Horror, Cthulhu Wars, etc. Lots of that. And also, I had this idea to take the miniatures from The Thing, classic movie The Thing. This is a Infection at Outpost 31, and doing a Lost Carcosa campaign. I'm not sure if I'll do the original Supplement 5 rules or if we'll switch over to the sort of the expanded Carcosa rules. We've got the recasting of Carcosa with some of the new rules here. Carcosa Grimoire. But yeah, those miniatures would be quite great. So I have two ideas for a Carcosa campaign. One would be we take something like McCready, Giles, and crew, and maybe the Thing monster. I got those miniatures painted here. We got paint-through videos for all these guys. But maybe we have them encounter the alien ship, and somehow it takes them into the Carcosa world, just as a way to explore these rules. I mean, there's a lot of things that we do a lot of solo play here. There's a lot of die 100 rolls for monsters, random robot generation, lots of things that you can drive a kind of a dungeon crawl with 1 to 100 die rolls. I do want to break out I do have a die 100 here that I want to break out. Right, if we roll it, what do we get here? This takes forever to roll, but we got a 12. So let's grab a random table and just see what 12 gives us. 12 gives us here's a 1 to 100 table here. 12 is magnesium, half damage to Ulfrimen, right? So there you go, some random generation stuff there. But what I kind of wanted to show, the other idea I had for Carcosa campaign was let's do a backrooms one. So I don't know if you are fans of the backrooms out there, but the concept is we fall through the world, and I thought we could use these miniatures I have as a kind of a human unit no-kill type of commandos that are trapped in the back rooms, and it really leads them to a lost Carcosa world. So those are two ideas. You can leave a comment down in the comment down below if you're interested in those. So then after the Lost Carcosa one, there's some other ones that I wanted to sort of talk about that I have out here. One of them is this, actually Gary Gygax built this Warriors of Mars, Warfare of Barsoom in miniature. So this is based obviously on the Edgar Rice Burroughs, John Carter of Mars stuff. This is just a really nice edition of this from Fall River Press. You can see the ships, airships of Mars, and Cantos Can, John Carter here. But yeah, so the idea here is Gary Gygax, original creator of the original D&D, he built sort of a standalone Martian miniatures game. And you can see it's got this kind of wacky art in here as well. Warhoon, Tars Tarkus and John Carter, and the Plant Men of Barsoom. So they've got the planetary rules, right? They've got the map of the planet. They've got the Barsoomian warships, so you can do warship battles in the air. So there's a lot of different parts of this that you can kind of put together a game out of this. So I thought that would be kind of a cool scenario as well. But then somebody had taken, because this is a standalone game, I did find out there in the supplement world, someone had made the Warriors of Mars kind of converted for D&D, because this sort of is a standalone game, but this one is more of a taking it as D&D classes, taking some of the artwork together, but then also creating the armor class and attack dice tables for OD&D. So you've got some of the monsters here, different kind of Martian creatures, and then some of the heroes like John Carter, Deja Thoris, Tars Tarkus. They've even included Tarzan in this, so I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, that's another one I thought to explore with the Warriors of Mars campaign. And then lastly, I've got this one. It's another supplement style game. This one is around the works of Robert E. Howard Conan. Obviously, Conan being a huge fantasy staple, lots of Conan games out there. We play the Conan by Monolith game on this channel. You can go check out tons of those Conan campaigns that we've got out there. I think we've got a couple of different expansion sets in there too that we've been playing. But with the Conan game, again, this was created, I believe, in the early 2009, and it's just got a lot of the Conan lore put together in original D&D terms, right? So this is kind of got bards, thieves, sorcerers, and it actually references chainmail. So it's a great way to understand how to put the rules together. This represents chainmail, magic, the magic components that come from Men in Magic, Volume 1s and maybe in Volume 2 as well. Cultural skills, languages, spells tables. Actually, I thought of using the miniatures from our Conan by Monolith for that campaign. So that's another one that we can do. If you guys are interested in, you can leave a comment below. And then finally, there's some campaign stuff. And then they actually go into the gods, demigods, and heroes. We've got Conan here represented as a 15th level fighter. And some of the gods and monsters of Conan. We got Cthulhu shows up here. And Cthulhu also shows up in Lost Carcosa. If you see the Lost Carcosa supplement below here. We saw that there's the lands of Cthulhu here. Cthulhu Peaks. There's also some of Conan's classic villains like Toth Amon, or the Kitay Assassins, Pictish Shaman. So all of these, we've got miniatures for all of these. So this would be a cool way to get more mileage out of your Conan by Monolith game if you guys have that and looking to keep playing it with some more detail. Age of Conan supplement, Jason Vey. Credit there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking of going ahead with the Carcosa and Thing one. I think that'd be a cool setup. What do you guys think? We'll play a round of Lost Carcosa with our paper and pencil here and our miniatures. That's about where I'm going to leave it. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore link down in the description where you can check out the 6 volumes of August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo's tattoo journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. You can get them as individual issues or in the omnibus edition. We've also got the Pontos Fathom podcast lecture series where we have books like the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries and the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries, decoding Saturn in astrological, mythic, and occult traditions. Also, Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, looking at those alchemical and anthroposophical themes that make Frank Herbert's saga so classic and why it resonates with us. You can visit the Pontos Fathom Press channel where you can get reviews of all these books, or check out our Patreon. We've got August Moldenhauer's Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machine Saga, and we've got our Lost Carcosa, Dead Sons 11, Quantum Locksman Saga, and the Killing with Bogman Saga as well. And finally, our newest saga, The Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands, taking place in H.P. Lovecraft's Dreamlands. Each book takes place in a different dreamland city. Aimless takes place in Cellophase, Hope's Home, and Daleth Lane. And the rest of the books, first couple books are out this year. Other books will be coming out later this year, beginning of next year. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the bookstore link. Now back to our show. All right, thanks guys for watching. If you made it all the way through this, I hope it was a good update. I'm trying to get back into the tabletop. We've had a busy schedule with miniature painting. All of the new Cthulhu Death May Die stuff has been released. Go check out our bookstore. Go check out our backlog of games, our old OD&D videos, but also we've got Time of Legends, Joan of Arc gameplay. We're playing a massive playthrough of Fall of Avalon. We'll be playing more of that. We've got War of the Rings, like as I mentioned, Game of Thrones, Conan by Monolith, A Song of Ice and Fire, Eldritch Horror, and many other games. Battlestar Galactica. So thanks a lot for watching. Take care and see you on the tabletop. Bye-bye.